Good day, friends. I know I put the card somewhere, and I found it. So today, I've asked, in the past I've asked the Universal Mind to assist us pick a card for the day. And I've asked Abrahamana, the soul of the earth, numerous times to pick a card that would be useful for us to be thinking and considering. And today, when I was going to ask I was trying to get a sense of whether I should ask the universal mind or the, soul of the earth. I heard, ask the universal heart. So I guess, it would make sense that there is a universal heart. So I asked the universal heart, what would be in our highest good to think of today relative to tarot cards. And so we got Major Arcana number 1, which is the Magus, or magician. And the magician represents the universal principle of communication. The golden figure of Mercury, the winged messenger from Greek mythology, represents communication that is inspired, resilient, and well-timed. This symbol represents an individual's capacity to communicate equally well in both oral and written communication. That's the floating book in the picture. The magician is surrounded by 10 tools, each of which is the magician's way of picking the appropriate tool or tools for communication that would best serve a particular context. Number 1 of the 10 tools is the coin, representing the ability to communicate in ways that can assist finances and practical endeavors. Number 2 is the floating cherub, or the lighted lantern, represents communication which, like Aladdin's lamp, inspires or evokes the genii, or genius, within one's communication in nature, inspiring the genius. 3, the ibis, or phoenix wand, in the magician's hand, is a symbol of being able to communicate from a philosophical, religious, or spiritual base. And 4, the arrow moving toward the winged eye of Horus represents direct and honest communication, which is well-timed. The winged eye of Horus, number 5, the winged eye of Horus with the dove within it, is a symbol of inspired vision, which is articulated. The floating scroll or book is the power of communication that is written. Number 7, the winged egg reminds us that all communication is prompted from our essence, the wings, and is constantly being reformed and delivered, the egg. Number 8, the cup with the coiled serpent, represents the transformative power to communicate the range of one's feelings, and the cup represents feelings. Number 9, the sword symbolizes the ability to articulate ideas and thoughts clearly and succinctly. The sword represents the mental realm. And number 10, the golden monkey represents the Egyptian god of wisdom, Thoth, who transforms himself into a golden monkey to demonstrate that in communication we must be flexible and aware of all communication lines that we have executed personally and professionally. The double serpents rising from Mercury's head are another rendition of Mercury's staff of communication, which depicts the power of communication that is balanced, healing, and transformative. The double serpents, so that must be 1 louder, or 11. We've gone to 11. Okay, that's the magician. Communication and timing. So, May you be born into interesting times. It seems like maybe all times are interesting. Sometimes may appear to some to be more stressful. And yet, in spite of whatever it is that's going on, every time is a time of change. And that there are possibly, I find with myself, many things that would be useful to change. Letting go of beliefs that are no longer representative of my consciousness. Letting go of behaviors, habits that just aren't useful to my kind of spiritual growth and development. And then, really looking at boundaries. How well we can hold boundaries for ourself and our consciousness, and how well we can enfold the world in our consciousness. And so these are all things that I'm thinking about. I'm finding with the book Attuned by Thomas Hubel that I'm getting a lot of good step-by-step information, things that I can practice to shift and expand my feeling of spaciousness and my feeling of being connected to the universal consciousness. All right, that's probably good enough for today, and may this communication find you well, and that your transformation of consciousness be going gently and easily. All right. Now let's go.